Hey guys, welcome to a PSA about bullying. I have done kind of like YouTube-based Mean Girls things in the past, but it hit home again this morning, and I wanted to do just a quick video to kind of give you guys my personal experiences and to give you comfort for anybody who has been, is currently, or may be bullied in the future, because I personally know how horrible that can be. When I was on Ask.fm a couple of days ago, somebody asked me about being bullied. I can't remember exactly what the question was, but basically my response was like, yes, I've been bullied and I'm a better person because of it. And somebody followed up with, how are you better because you were bullied? And I didn't know how at the time to answer the question, and I wasn't quite sure what the proper wording would be for that question. And I was kind of sitting on it and like waiting on, okay, how do I respond to this? Because I do feel like it's a really important thing to answer. But this morning, somebody linked me to an online forum, basically just meant to spread rumors about people or tell horrible stories about people from their school. And I guess there's like one for girls and one for boys. And it infuriated me because one of the comments that somebody left was very similar to what happened to me in high school. So I've mentioned this, I think, in a past video, and I know I've talked about it on stream before, but when I was in high school, there were a group of girls who were very, I don't know if they were jealous or angry or just bored and spiteful, but I was dating a guy that had formerly dated one of their friends. They were a year older than me, and so they decided that of course, the best way to get back to me was to make up really horrible, awful rumors about me and tell all of the like football and wrestling teams that I had done very graphic things with people, or I was very, like, I guess just willing to like hook up with whoever. I don't know exactly what they wanted to, I don't know what their goal was, but they made up all these awful rumors, and on top of making up the awful rumors, they also decided to give out my phone number to people. So I was getting harassing phone calls when I would show up to school. I was having guys say really like gross, perverted things to me. I had guy friends because I had cheerleaded for wrestling for all of high school. I had guys on the team that had been friends with me for years that were suddenly treating me differently. I just had rumors. I was crying every day because even my friends, like I had a friend that was on a sports team with one of these girls, and I had begged her, can you please talk to them and ask them like what I need to do to get it to stop? Like, I don't know, can you help me? And she basically said, in the interest of preserving the relationships on our sports team, I just can't get involved. And I felt abandoned by my friends. I felt like my guy friends, who typically I had always related to more because of my interest in wrestling from my brother and my love of like video games and just overall being really nerdy, these guy friends that I'd had for a really long time were now treating me differently. So on top of not really feeling like girls were close friends of mine, and now reinforcing that by these girls who were just being that terrible to me, and my close girlfriend not helping me, then my guy friends were treating me differently. It was awful. It was really horrible, and I cried for many days and for many weeks because of what these girls chose to do. And I remember in the middle of it thinking that this is going to follow me forever. I am going to never be able to go anywhere again, and no one's ever going to respect me again. And I had built really hard trying to be a good kid, and now because somebody decided that they just didn't like me for whatever reason, now that's all gone down the drain. And I remember thinking that it was going to follow me forever. And if there's anything that I want people to take away from my personal story, is that I know that it is really hard when you're getting bullied, especially now today. Back then we had instant messenger, but we didn't have really forums or Twitter, or Facebook wasn't even around when I was in high school. MySpace was, but like, it was MySpace, right? Like, all you did was make your background pretty and put music on it. Like, no one was really spreading rumors and things like that on MySpace. So now with Facebook and people posting all their drama on Twitter and forums and all that stuff, it's really easy to even go home and feel like you're being bullied. But I can promise you that 2 things. One, people on the internet tend to get bored, right? If you don't react to things, they get bored and they move on. Or even if you do react to something, there's always new drama that will come up, in the next couple of days, right? So there's always new drama that's going to happen. Things will pass. And number 2, in your real life, especially in high school, the things that follow you are your grades. They're your academics. They're the extracurricular activities that you choose to be involved in. They're your performance in sports. They're not what some jealous, mean, bitter person said about you. Like, that's not what follows you in life. And it took me leaving and going to college to realize that, like, I never have to see these people again, and I don't have to deal with that. And when I go to college, or when I graduate college and I become an adult and I get a full-time job, like, those are opportunities for you to prove that you are the person that you know you are. Today, those people have no bearing on my life. They don't affect me in any way. I don't see them. I don't deal with them. The things that they said about me back then don't matter now because I'm grown up, right? I'm grown up and I'm able to make people form their own assumptions about me. And do people still not like me? Sure. But it's not because of what that girl said in high school, or because of what that guy, that mean voicemail that guy decided to leave me on my phone. Now it's how I act, and I have, kind of like a portfolio, if you will, of like, hey, I try to do things for charity, and I try to do the right thing, and I try to be a good example for people. And that's the stuff that follows me, right? At 28 years old, a decade after leaving high school, I can promise you, as someone who went through all of that, it doesn't matter now. It will be better, and those people will go away, and it won't follow you forever. And I promise you, I get it. I know that it's really hard. I felt really alone, and it was very upsetting to me. But I am now able to look at people who are mean to me and hold my head high in the middle of feeling like I kind of want to fall apart on the inside. I still showed up to school every day. I still went to cheerleading practice. I still walked through the hallways with dignity because I wasn't going to let them win. And when someone is mean to you, and when someone bullies you, and when someone tries to drag you down, the best thing that you can do is not let them. If you let them drag you down, they've won. And there's no reason for them to win. You are better than that. You are smarter than that. You are more capable of handling whatever petty crap they try to bring to you. You're better than that. Don't let them try to drag you down. And I can promise you, if you do that, it gets easier over time. It gets easier now. Do certain YouTube comments or mean, like, messages people send me online, do they get to me? Yes, they do. Sometimes they do. But because of what happened to me back then, I'm more able to look at that and be like, whatever, in a day from now, a year from now, is that thing going to affect me? And the answer is no. That mean message someone sends me a year from now is not going to matter. It's not going to affect my daily life. Is that angry comment somebody left on a YouTube video going to affect me? No, probably not. The people who matter to me and the people who their opinions are important to me will come to me in a tactful way. They will come to me in a respectful way, and they will come to me and say, hey, you know what, Erin, that really bothered me. Or, hey, when you did XYZ thing, I kind of felt this way. And that's how relationships should go. It's not by leaving a mean trolly comment, right? The people who care about you will make sure that you know when you've messed up. And sometimes it sucks when you mess up, but they're not going to make your life miserable because of it. So if somebody is making your life miserable, they're not anyone that you should care about to begin with. So I felt really compelled after getting those 2 asks on ask.fm and then having somebody show me that thing today. It just kind of sparked all of those feelings from, like, being, I don't even know that I'm angry now. Like, now it makes me laugh. Like, you're such a jerk. Like, now I want to, like, if I, like, old, 16, 17-year-old me, I wish I could go back and be like, do you just realize these people are just jerks, right? Like, there's no reason for you to cry about this. Like, 10 years from now, you're going to be fine, and those people aren't going to matter, and you're not going to care anymore. But back then I didn't know that. I didn't know what my life was going to be like now. And if I had to go back and deal with all that crap again to be where I am now, I would do it in a heartbeat. I have a wonderful life. I have a great job. I have an amazing daughter. I have the coolest friends that anybody could ever ask for. There's nothing about my life that I regret. Now, I have made a lot of mistakes in the past, and I have had to deal with a lot of things I wouldn't necessarily want to do again, but I would do them if they led me to being right here. So life is hard. We learn from things, we grow, we change, but ultimately the things that make us change are the things that make us stronger. And it's hard, I know, trust me, boys and girls, I know it is very hard when you're in the middle of it, but I can promise you that it gets better. So when you're getting bullied and when you feel like things are going wrong, just look at me, know that I am living proof that you can get over that stuff and it can be better and you can grow and be a better person and be a good person and be successful despite what somebody else has tried to tell you. So I hope somebody out there is helped by this video. If not, hey, you guys just learned that I got bullied and what happened to me in high school. But it'll be fine. I want you guys to have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week, and I will see you all in game very, very soon. And keep all those positive feels up. Thank you guys so much. Lately, you guys have sent me some awesome people on Tumblr, like reblog if you think Ari is awesome, has like 250 reblogs. That's crazy cool. You guys are amazing. I've gotten so many nice messages on Ask and Tumblr and Twitter and all kinds of stuff. So thank you guys for being so kind, for proving that the world is not full of jerk bags. And everyone should just leave a comment below saying like, hey, random stranger, you are wonderful and I'm awesome. Maybe you can comment on you know what we should do? Leave a nice comment for somebody below. If you like somebody's picture, their avatar, be like, hey, I love your avatar. Doctor Who's super cool. Hey, you're a brony. That's awesome. Like, let's just leave nice comments for everybody, because people are mean and sucky sometimes, but that's not here, and that's not what goobers are about. And we are the best, most sparkliest, happiest people in the whole world, and I would not trade anything for a single one of you because I love you very much. All right, bye!